What's up? It's your boy JP, and I'm clocking right back in with you guys. I'm dropping back to back bangers for tonight. 2 days away from the new year, so let's get this right. You know, and today what I'm going to be talking about today is why I think that your friends are not really your friends, you guys. And before I really explain to that, I gotta say this, bro. Most of the people you grew up with, most of the people that that came up with you, that you thought were your friends, that you thought were your ride or die, that turned out to be a snake, that turned out to be, that turned out to be treacherous, that turned out to be whatever the case may be, you got to understand this, bro. You were never friends with that person. You might have seen him every day. You might have went to the same school with that dude. You might have done dirt with the dude. You might have been through stuff with the person, but these people are not really your friends, you guys. Because what I'm starting to realize, bro, is that, bro, most of these people that you thought were your friends, bro, the only reason you guys were friends for that period of time is simply because of proximity. That's it, bro. It's simply because of you shared the same proximity with that person. You saw that person every day. That person lived in your neighborhood. That person went to the same schools as you. That person shared that person shared similar interests with you for a short period of time. So your mind tricks yourself into believing that you found some camaraderie in this person, when in reality, bro, it's just familiarity, man. And familiarity, after a period of time, breeds what? We all know the answer. Familiarity breeds contempt after a while, bro. When you become too familiar with people, bro, you know, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they don't love you. It doesn't necessarily mean that. It just means that, man, that people change, bro. People's personality erodes into two different directions, bro. When you get out of school, when you leave the neighborhood, when you have an open platform into society, bro, people don't remain together. People don't remain inseparable as they used to be. And that's where betrayal happens. That's where, you start to grow disenchanted with certain people. That's when, you start to grow, unfond of people, like on how they do, or you start to really realize that, these people are not evolving. These people are not growing. These people are stuck on the same thing they've been stuck on since we've been young. And that's when you start to really see the truth inside of people. Because after a while, bro, you start to, because beforehand, you ignore the red flags about somebody you like or somebody you love or a friend of yours, because you got love for him. You don't want to program your brain to picture him in that type of light, or picture her in that type of light. But after a while, it's just your brain doesn't allow you to become delusional towards these people anymore. Your brain forces you to see these people for who they are, by choice or by force. By choice, meaning that, you know, that you finally come to the light yourself, or by force, they do something, or they behave in a certain way, or they exude certain behaviors that force you to say, wow, you're this type of person, or wow, you really like this. You know, you got to understand this, you guys. People are fickle, bro. People are fickle, bro. I say this, man, you never really know anyone in this world. I don't care if you know them for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 25 years, 50 years. You never really know anybody. You're just simply familiar with them. You don't know people. You are familiar with people. I'm going to say that again, bro. You don't know people. You are familiar with people. And you can be familiar with people for years. Like you can be familiar with somebody for 5 years, for 10 years, for 15 years, for 20 years. You're familiar with them, but you don't really know people. Nobody really knows someone. The only person who really knows someone is themselves. You only know you, bro. Another person, your parents, your friends, nobody else knows you but you. You know, everyone else just knows a version of you, bro. And that goes back to that saying, bro. I don't know whether it's a Chinese saying or whatever, bro. But there's three faces you show. There's the face you show to the world. There's the face you show to your friends and family. And there's the face you show to yourself when you're by yourself. That face you show to yourself when you're by yourself is who you really are, bro. It's who you really are. That face you show to your friends and family is partially who you are. But that face you show to the world is not really who you are, bro. And that's what you got to understand about people, bro. People have different faces, man. People have different faces, bro. That's why when you try to progress as a person, you try to change as a person, people don't like it, man. People don't like it when you try to change, man, because they're too familiar with that face you've been showing them, you know. And that's how people are, bro. That's why I say this, bro. Friends aren't really friends nowadays, man. We always talk about how conditional relationships are, but nobody ever really talks about how conditional friendships are. I'd argue they're more conditional. Friendships is more conditional than relationships. I'd argue, you know, guys. Like I'm telling you this, that people are only friends with you because you exude a certain behavior. You have something, or you look a certain type of way, that they gravitate towards too. But the second you start acting a certain way, the second you stop, acting how they want you to act, the second you stop, participating in certain behaviors, the second you start trying to improve people, trying to get away from certain patterns, these people are gonna, they're gonna fall out with you, bro. They're gonna say, "Oh, you're changing, you're getting soft, or you're doing this, you're doing that," or, they're gonna start to randomly out of nowhere start disrespecting you, and they're gonna test you, you know, because you haven't been showing them that face you've been showing them, or you haven't been exuding certain characteristics that they're used to. You know, people are fickle, man. They're a fickle group of people. That's why the government treats us all like cattle, bro. Because they even know, bro. We're fickle cattle, bro. One minute we're this way, one minute we're that way, one minute we like this, one minute we like that. One minute we're cool with this person, one minute we're best friends with this person. The other minute worst enemies. You know, guys, man, friendship is very fickle, man. Friendship is delicate and it's very, very unpredictable because of the nature of people, man. And the one thing that really kills everything in life, what gets in the way of things in life, is ego, bro. Ego is a motherfucker, bro. Ego is what kills a lot of friendships, bro. Ego kills friendships. Ego kills marriages. Ego kills business opportunities. Ego kills self improvement. You know, ego kills a lot of shit, bro. Ego is a motherfucker, bro. And that's why I say this, bro. Two friends with two out of this world egos cannot be friends long term because that's just how ego operates, bro. One ego has to consume another. And when one doesn't want to be consumed by the other, they fight. They fall out. They bicker, or in some cases they even kill each other because they won't put aside their ego to try to be accountable, try to keep the friendship or keep the relationship at bay. That's how people are nowadays. They rather fall out with people than take accountability. They rather fall out with people than to put their ego aside. They rather fall out. They will not sacrifice their ego to be accountable, bro. That's just how people are. I've seen people who are wrong, know they're wrong, take pride in being wrong because it validates your ego, you know? So, guys, that's why I say, man, don't take these friend breakups too personal, bro. Cuz you never really knew these people, bro. Don't take what people do, these friends you once had that did something to you that turned out to be something else, that gravitated towards something else, that became somebody you just couldn't rock with anymore. Don't take it too personal, man. Human nature is a fickle nature, bro. Human nature is very, very, volatile, you know. And I say this, man, just take care of who you take care of who matters to you. Go where you celebrate it, not where you tolerate it, man. Go where you celebrate it, not where you tolerate it. If you're hearing me, if you're in the sound of my voice, you can hear me. In the year 2025, go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. You know, because a lot of friends, a lot of friendships, bro, they just keep you around for different reasons, man. You know, you can feel when somebody is not really with you, bro. You can feel when somebody treats you like a burden. You can feel that. You know, people treat you exactly how they feel about you, guys. Don't be blind to it. I'm gonna say that again. People treat you exactly how they feel about you. Because think about this, man. How they treat you, they will never in a million years treat the other person. Treat somebody that they value, bro. They will never do it, man. That's another thing about people. People play favorites. So you may have a connection with somebody and they're constantly disrespecting you. They're constantly doing things that make you mad. You have to constantly be the bigger person with that person. But if they go around other certain people that's their personal favorites, you know, they're going to act respectful. They're not going to do certain things that they'd feel comfortable doing with you. You know, they're going to know better, bro. But when it comes to you, no, homie. They want to let the circus out. They want to act like a fool with you and be respectful with others. And that's when you're supposed to cut off the connection. You know, because respect goes a long way, you guys. Respect goes a very, very fucking long way. You know, and that's when you really have to evaluate your life and say, you know what? These people don't value me. These people don't respect me. You know, I'm familiar with these people. You know, I grew up with these people. I've hung out with these people. I went to the same schools as these people. I had similar interests with these people once upon a time, but my disenchantment towards these people are outweighing the history that I have with them. So we have to let them go. You have to let them go, you know. And once you have time away from these people, it'll come to you whether or not they should be in your life or not. And that's my little rant, you guys. People are fickle. People are very flawed. So, you know, you have to really analyze your connections with people and say to yourself, are these people really my friends or do we simply have history? And to end off this video, I'm going to say this, man. The people who you know, the people who you grew up with today, if you never met these people, the current day version of you, if the current day version of you met them today, would you still be their friend? Would you gravitate towards them today if you never met them today and you met them today? You know, if you never met them ever in your life, if that person who you knew all your life, you never met them, and the current day version of you met them today, would you be their friend or would you say, what the fuck? With the current version, the current day version of you with all your maturity, with all your, you know, with all your traumas, with all the lessons you've learned about life, with all the, you know, with all the intelligence and intellect, would you be their friend today if you met them today? You know, I rest my case. And that's my little rant, guys. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe, of course. JP, and I'm clocking out.